Oh boy.
Happiness here. We're aiming for well-being, feeling well. So that has a lot to do with also internal factors, meaning the things like how do you use your character. So I gave a couple of masterclasses a while ago about resilience, and one of the things that helps people a lot is to know what their character is like. There's a free character test you can do on the University of Pennsylvania website. You can just Google positive character test, University of Pennsylvania. So if you Google that, there will be an English test you can do for free. And you can also do a Dutch one if you're Dutch, character strength test. Some of them you have to look for the right one from the University of Pennsylvania, because there are some of them that cost money, but this one is for free because it's used for research purposes. And they're a big sponsor of the military, so they have a lot of money. That's really nice. That's how good the research of well-being is. It reduces depression, reduces PTSS in or is it PTSD in English? I don't know. But in military people experiences, also in other people, of course. So there are a lot of benefits from acting these things out. So what the character test gives you is it gives you a rating of 24 different character strengths that people have, and are universally culturally accepted around the world in most countries. That has been researched, and you can use your top 5 strengths. That means that those are your main strengths to go to. So if there's something lower on the list, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't do it. It means that you would rather choose a higher one. So for instance, one of my highest is creativity. One of my lower ones is teamwork. Now, I can work in teams, but whenever it comes to me being creative and working in a team, I would, if the team makes me choose to being creative and working with them, I will rather choose creative, and I will probably step out of the team. What has happened in my past a lot. So these are things to know about, but it means the top 5, you should try and use your top 5 more in your life, because it's generally what your character's like and what you love doing. If you can implement that in your work more, you will enjoy your work more. So now we're talking about joy, and what joy often does is that it increases the amount of positive emotions you experience, and that increases the amount of well-being that you have. It's very interesting. So to get a little bit deeper into that, there is a PERMA model. Some people call it the model of happiness. I would call it the model of well-being, mental well-being. And it stands for positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishments. And it's the idea that these 5 factors determine how well you feel, literally. So you need people around you, you need meaning in your life, you need to accomplish things, you need to have positive emotion in your life, you need to be engaged in your life, experience a certain amount of flow in your life in the things that you do. Now, you can increase the amount of flow you experience also by using more of your character strengths in the things that you do. So that's a very beneficial thing to do. But I definitely recommend people, because it increases the amount of positive emotion you feel. It increases the amount of engagement you feel in your work. So that's very important. And then you have relationships. So it's important to have people around you that can support you, that increase your well-being. Then there's meaning in life, what's also a very important thing to do. Now, I think that for a lot of people who have low income, the meaning of their life is often their family. And I think that's very great. I think you should use that for your advantage as much as you can, because having something to work for and having a meaning in your life and focusing on that can give you a lot of, again, positive emotions. It can give you a purpose. This can increase your well-being, and it can make life easier for you. Now, this is more difficult if you're more pessimistic.